Hello African gold growers, how are you today? Welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to bring you the resume of a speech from PLO Lumumba. PLO Lumumba, to those of you who don't know him, is an amazing leader, an amazing speaker, an amazing pan-Africanism, an amazing philosopher, even from the pan-Africanism and promoted of African unity. So today we're bringing you a resume of one of his speeches, and at the end of the video, as always, I will bring you my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but I think we're going to have a lot of coincidences. Now, if this is the first time you visit us, welcome to African Gold Growers Academy. In this channel, we are going to bring you powerful knowledge to start strategic business in Africa with low risk, with low investment. We're going to share with you knowledge from all the sides, experiences, so we'll allow you to start successfully business in Africa. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, tell us in the comment what other kind of content you want to see in this channel, if you like or if you don't like the video. So I see you at the end of the video to give you my personal perspective of the PLO Lumumba speech.
Today, Africa has currencies none of which is called a hard currency. We are here during the corona, and some of us are now trying to hoard dollars because our countries mean nothing outside of our boundaries. I look forward to the day, because that is what pan-Africanism is all about. I look forward to the day when there is only one currency, and that currency, whether you call it Afro or you call it any other name, it is a currency that we can use. I look forward to the day when the South Africans will not be threatened by the Nigerians or the Ghanaians threatened by the Nigerians. I look forward to the day when I can set shop in Cape Town and nothing happens. And that is how I understand latter-day Pan-Africans such as Thomas Isidore Sankara. Thomas Isidore Sankara took power in 1985, 1983, and within 5 years, he had come up and was speaking a different language. Sometimes when we talk about Thomas Sankara, we think he was the age mate of Kwame Nkrumah. He lived in our lifetime, but he used the opportunity of energizing the process of Pan-Africanism. That is why I understand latter-day Pan-Africanists such as my good friend Julius Silo Malema, who on a daily basis are telling Africans that our only salvation lies in our unity, are reminding us that we cannot survive the onslaught of the Chinese if we are disunited. We cannot realize our potential if we are disunited. I hold the view that Pan-Africanism is our avenue to success.
Well, African gold grower, what do you think from the video you watched? Let me explain you something. PLO Lumumba, in many of his speeches, talk about the need of an Africa with less borders and with less restrictions to travel, but also talk a lot about the need of one currency in Africa, and I think he is totally right. Now let me explain you something. When a country or a geographic area have a strong currency, it's a strong country. But when you have a weak currency, you have a weak country also. This is not coincidence. This is not coincidence. The African economical system, as we discussed in the money series videos, is not coincidence. Okay, this is perfectly well structured by the Western countries in the colonization area that remains to us today. Okay, this is something that is still running in Africa. No matter Macron say another thing, United Kingdom say another thing, United States say another thing. The reality is we are still facing the problems for having a colonialist system in the monetary system. This is why Africa faces a lot of inflation, a lot of devaluations. We have a lot of problems because the monetary system is built in that way. Now we have alternatives, and this is what I want to talk with you. One of the things that I want to add to the idea from PLO Lumumba about one currency is we need to a decentralized one currency. Why? Because if we have one African currency and it's controlled by the African Central Bank, for example, earlier or later we are going to face corruption. Earlier or later we are going to face the same problems the European Union is facing, the United States is facing with the Fed, with the Federal Reserves. So we need to learn from others' wrongs. And again, we cannot adopt solutions. We need to adapt solutions. For African problems, we need African solutions. Now, there is already a solution that is running in the world that is totally decentralized, that any power in the world have power over it. And this monetary system, this decentralized system, this powerful system is called Bitcoin. Okay? In another video, I will explain you step by step what exactly is Bitcoin, what the pros and the cons, and why it's so important and powerful to bring solutions to Africa. But what I want to give you is a lot of Africans already understand the power of Bitcoin. This is why Nigeria is the country in the world who the majority of people is using Bitcoin. Okay, one of every five adults in Nigeria are using Bitcoin already. Any other country in the world, even El Salvador, where the Bitcoin is a current currency, is using so much Bitcoin. Okay, so this is powerful. Now the thing is, yeah, I'm agree with PLO Lumumba that we need one currency, one African currency, but we need a decentralized currency. Okay, we need a strong and deflationary currency, because if we take out the inflation, we are going to think different. We can grow different. If we have a decentralized money, but a powerful one, we are going to have more confidence in our people to invest in long term. Okay, to create new business, to build houses, to create more enterprises in our societies. Now, what is doing, for example, Ghana is totally right also. What is doing Zimbabwe is totally right also. Base the money in gold is an alternative. We can have both systems, for example, a centralized currency based in gold and resources, and another one based in Bitcoin. And this entire book talking about it called Bitcoin Pattern. Okay, it's an amazing book where you are going to find a lot of historical facts about money. You will understand a lot of things from Bitcoin, from economic in general, and you will find a lot of answers. Now, this is my personal perspective. If you are an entrepreneur in Africa, you need to understand Bitcoin. Blockchain, the technology is powerful. I don't want to recommend another cryptocurrencies because I don't trust them. And the only one I trust is Bitcoin. And again, this is not an investment recommendation. It's my personal perspective. You need to make your own research. I will bring you information, but you need to make your own research and you need to have your own decisions. It's my personal perspective. But what I can tell you is the only one, personally, I trust is Bitcoin because it's totally decentralized. Nobody can control it, okay? No matter how much they try, they are not controlling Bitcoin, and they will not do it. If you are an entrepreneur in Africa, if you need to protect yourself from inflation, if you need to understand the new role of African economies, the new alternatives we have in African economies, you need to understand more about economics. But I invite you to read more about economical history, economical facts, but also a lot of Bitcoin. You need to understand how Bitcoin works. And this is why we are going to bring more videos talking about Bitcoin and how you can take leverage from it in your entrepreneurship in Africa. That's all for today, African Gold Growers. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like, tell us in the comments what do you like from the video, what other kind of content do you want to see in this channel. And remember, we go grow in Africa. Bye bye.